Assalamu alaikum. In this video we will work on zoom video feature and double tap for play and pause feature. So as we have already override this method double tap, we will work for double tap in this method, but firstly we will work on zoom layout for zoom video feature. So for this, in video player activity XML file we have to use this Exoplayer view, this player layout ID Exoplayer view. Press Ctrl and click on this Exoplayer view. Here aspect ratio, we will wrap this aspect ratio in relative layout and we will use that relative layout ID for zoom feature. So let's create here. So I cannot change in this file. So we can do one thing, we can copy all this code and we can create another file for this. So Ctrl A and Ctrl C. In resource layout we can just create another XML file and name it as exo underscore layout underscore view. This one is exo layout view that we have created, and this one is exo player view that is provided by Exoplayer. So in exo layout view we have to Control A and Control V. This is all the code of exo player view. We can remove this exo player view and we will work in exo layout view. So here wrap this aspect ratio frame layout, wrap it and create here relative layout. Layout width, wrap content, height also wrap content. Layout gravity will be center and we will take the ID as zoom layout. Control X and paste below this aspect ratio frame layout wrapped code. We have wrapped this, so here Control V. Now if I open this, we wrap the aspect ratio in this relative layout. So now in video player activity XML file we will change this file player layout ID with exo layout view that we have created. Exo layout view. Now in video player activity we have to initialize the relative layout here, but firstly we will create the view in swipe and zoom design. We will create design for zoom layout. So below all these linear layouts we will create here one relative layout for zoom layout. Relative layout width will be wrap, height also wrap, center in parent true, margin top 10 dp, background file that we have created progress bar bg. You can see this file progress bar bg and this light dark color. We have created all these files in previous tutorials. Assign the gravity as bottom and visibility visible for now. Also we can give the ID here will be zoom container. Now in this relative layout create a text view here. Zoom percentage, because we will show zoom percentage in this text view. Center horizontal will be true. Text will be, let's say, any number 50%. Text color will be white. And text size will be 50 dp. You can see this design. Now we will change the visibility to gone. Now in video player activity we will initialize all these variables in swipe zoom variables. Here first initialize relative layout for zoom layout that we have created in Exo layout view, and also relative layout for zoom container that we have created in swipe zoom design. Zoom container and text view for zoom percentage. Create the object here for scale gesture detector. Now we can initialize the views in init views. Here zoom layout, find view by ID, zoom layout, control D, zoom percentage, zoom container, and here we have to initialize the scale gesture detector. New scale gesture detector. First parameter is context this, and the second will be class that we will create. So we will now create the class below here. Down here we will create the class private class, name it as scale detector, and extends it to scale gesture detector dot simple on scale gesture listener. Now here we will override some methods. Alt insert, override methods on scale and on scale end. Okay. Now in on scale method, above this return call, firstly we will create a scale factor variable above here. Create here private float scale factor and take the value as 1.0f. So here scale factor static equal detector dot get scale factor equals to math dot max. First parameter will be the minimum percentage for zoom layout, that will be 0.5f, and the second parameter will be math dot min scale factor, and 6.0f, that will be the maximum percentage for swiping. 6.0 will be 600%. Now zoom layout dot set scale x, pass scale factor here, and zoom layout dot set scale y, also scale factor, and create the variable for percentage. In parentheses scale factor static 100, alt enter, cast to int, and zoom percentage dot set text. Give the space here, plus pass percentage, plus in double quotes percentage, and zoom container dot set visibility will be visible, and also bright text container dot set visibility will be gone, and BRT text container dot set visibility gone. Here we have to change the volume text container, and here brightness progress container dot set the visibility gone. When user pinching the screen for zoom, we will hide all the swipe controls here, that are brightness text, volume text container, and all these. And here volume progress container also gone. Now here we can return it to true. Now in onScale end method, zoom container dot set visibility will be gone. Now the scale factor value is 1.0f, that is 100%. By default the zoom for screen is 100%. When user change the zoom layout, the minimum percentage for zoom is 50% and the maximum is 600%. If you want the minimum percentage for 40 or 30%, then you can change it from here 4 or 3, but we can take 50% here. So now we have to call the scale detector class here in init views. Here in init views method, scale gesture detector, new scale detector. And one important thing that we have to call this in player view dot set on touch listener. In on touch listener, here this is on touch listener on touch method above the return call. Here we will pass scale gesture detector dot on touch event, pass the event here, motion event. Don't skip to call the scale gesture detector here, this is most important for zoom layout. Now I think we are done with zoom layout, so let's run the app and check the zoom layout. Run app. App is installed, open it. Now if I pinch the screen for zoom layout, let's pinch it. You can see the screen is zooming. We have successfully implemented the zoom feature. Now the zoom out percentage is 50% and zoom in is 600. So we are done with this zoom feature. So now we will start working on double tap for play and pause. For this, in swipe and zoom design, here below the zoom layout we will create the design for double tap. So here we have to create the relative layout. Width and height will be wrap. ID will be double tap play pause. center in parent true, visibility will be visible for now. Here we will create linear layout with width and height wrap. Gravity will be center vertical. Orientation horizontal. Now in linear layout we will create an image view. The image will be IC pause, this icon. Below here we will create text view. Text will be paused and give the margin right. Also we have to give the background in relative layout. Background will be progress bar BG. Now you can see the design for play pause. We will show this design when user double tap on screen for play pause. So change the visibility to gone. Now in video player activity, here the method that we have override on double touch. So firstly we will create a boolean variable. Here if double tap, then double tap equals false, else double tap equals to true. When for the first time user will double tap on the screen, this else statement will call, and here player dot set play when ready false. This will pause the video, and also we have to initialize this relative layout. Double tap, double tap play pause. In init views, here point on it, Control D, change the name, double tap play pause, and also change the ID, double tap play pause. Now in this method, double tap play pause dot set visibility visible, and here when user again double tap on the screen, this if statement player dot set play when ready true. This will play the video, and we will hide the play pause double tap design. Set visibility gone. So before running the app, we have to do one more thing here. In single touch, below this else statement, we will create one more statement. If double tap play pause dot get visibility equals to visible, we will check if the double tap visibility is visible. Then on the single click double tap play pause, visibility will be gone. Now we can run the app. Our app is installed. Open the app. Folder video. Now if I double tap on the screen, double tap, you can see this design and our video is paused. Now again if I double tap on the screen, video is playing again, and also our zoom layout is working fine. So that's it for this video. See you in the next video. Until then, Allah Hafiz.